YouTube can be a roller coaster ride. You put yourself out there, you make yourself vulnerable. Anyone can see you, anyone can hear you. People think they know everything about you based upon a few minutes of video. There are people who start to judge your every move. Your child, your wife, your house, your smile, your car, your food, your clothes, your beard. It's all under observation and an open target for criticism. How do you react when you get told you are an irresponsible father? Your clothes are too expensive and too fancy. What do you say to a guy who judges you for who you are? Your motives are wrong. They're evil. You are a joke. Have you ever achieved anything? You only have failures. Is there any truth to those words? What do you do? How do you react? What do you say? Nothing. Nothing. I don't have to, and I don't need to. In fact, you guys have said it all. The same day this message that was displayed earlier arrived in our inbox, that very same day, you guys showed a support that blew our minds. We doubtfully started a crowdfunding after weeks of consideration, and we said yes. You guys said amen. YouTube is nothing for sensitive people. It is a rough world out there on the internet, and there will always be someone that has to thumb you down or attack your integrity. But the support we have experienced from you has been beyond what we would have ever thought. St. Paul in the Bible said that for a believer, the sufferings of this life are not worthy to be compared with the glory awaiting him in heaven. Likewise, my wife and I, we feel that messages like the one received this morning before the crowdfunding started are nothing and fade away in light of the overwhelming support that you guys have shown us. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hi folks, today's a very busy day. With lots to do, we will have to put some chicks out in a chicken tractor on pasture. I'm going to a neighbor right now to get some stuff that he wants to get rid of that he will ever use on the farm. We have to transplant some plants, we have to make some garden beds. Onions will have to be planted. I don't know how much I will get done of all of that today, but it's going to be a busy day. We have finally some really nice weather. It's supposed to be 16 degrees Celsius today. It's amazing. Let's go. It's still cold outside. So, this is stuff that is gonna be thrown away to a junkyard, but I think I will have some use of it. Let's take a look together. So many of you know that my whole farming system is gonna be mobile. And this here is an old trailer. Basically what it is you can feed the cows on here, and it's on wheels. It is rusted through in the middle there, so you would have to do something. But the cows, you can even lock them in here. So they put the head in here, and then they move this, and they're locked in here, which is going to be great when they're out on pasture and you need to get a hold of them. But I'm thinking that I might build these somewhere else, and I might use this frame here and the wheels to build an eggmobile. Now, these tires here, they're solid rubber. There's no air in them, so they will never break. The only thing is that they are so narrow that they could easily, in the springtime or when it's really wet, sink into the pasture. So I will have to see about that. But I'm going to take that. Then here you have another one of these things. And obviously, you guys know that I have Highland cattle right now that have long horns. And I've mentioned this before, that we're going to switch eventually to belted Galloways probably. They don't have horns, but I could use this for cows without horns. Then I'm going to take this thing here as well. This is going to be perfect for me to put my chicks in when I'm going to put them out on pasture, because I don't have anything for that right now. That is going to be awesome. Let's load it up and go home. The peat in the soil sucks up an incredible amount of moisture. I've dumped almost 40 liters of water on this 50-liter soil bag. And what's so incredible is that there is only a certain amount of peat in there, but it can hold 4 times as much water as its own weight. like to show you guys a trick that when you have two wheelbarrows, it works the best when they're empty, but how you can drive them at the same time without having to go twice. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm gonna be planting plants here very soon, and I'm gonna put 150 liters of this organic matter on top of this. Now this is the garden rake that I use here. It's a Dutch-made, handmade rake. Try to link the link of the company below in the description. I think it's actually there. It is extremely sharp. It has this bend here that you can hit harder pieces of soil and break them. And it has a much thicker handle than most rakes, and it works really great for this. With these sharp teeth here, they are individually cut and bent. It's very ergonomic and very well made. Here is actually the, here you have the address, the website. Okay, now I've spread out 150 liters of this. I could have spread out much more. They could have easily gone on 600 liters of compost here. I don't have that much right now, so this will have to do. But we have also layered for the past 3 years compost that we made here on the farm on this area, so it doesn't need as much. Something else that I'm going to use now, since I just decided this spring to make these kind of garden beds, is this rake. It's one that we have used for hay, or when you have taller grass and you mow it with your lawnmower and there's a lot of grass left. This is what it's for, but the perfect thing about this, and this thing is very, very old. I think we brought it from Germany when we moved to Sweden still. This has about the width of the garden bed, so it's gonna be very efficient. And it's also a very long handle and thick, so you can use it real well for this. The amazing thing with a no-dig garden, I think the best thing about that is that all the moisture stays in the ground. You see, I didn't have to till this. The structure of the soil remained. All the moisture stays in the ground, and whatever nutrients I add, they're on top, and with the rain and gravity, they're just going to be feeding into the ground now. The other day in the workshop, I built this thing, and this is meant for garlic or onions. It's the exact right distance. I will have to see if I can use it for other plants as well, but I can just take this, put it on the garden bed, and I have the marks where all the onions are gonna be.
garden bed is done.
One of my biggest enemies in this no-dig garden system and back to Eden garden, whatever you might want to call it, has been some blackbirds that have just come in and they look for worms, because this garden is just packed with microorganisms and worms and insects, and these guys just come in here and they scratch it all over. And you see, even here there were no wood chips on this garden bed. These wood chips were all on this trail, and the birds have all shoved it onto this garden bed, and that's really annoying. The first year we did Back to Eden garden, we pulled back the wood chips to plant into the soil, and I planted the whole garden, and the birds shoved it all back in the gaps again. So everything was destroyed, and that happened twice. And if this doesn't stop, I will have to put fleece tunnels over every single garden bed to protect them. We'll see. This is where the pigs were. I'll have to prepare those garden beds still. I have to finish doing that here. I haven't gotten much done the last weeks. There's just been so much other stuff going on, but I will have to do this now. It's such nice weather. I will have to transplant some kohlrabi plants and some kale plants, and all that stuff needs to go in the garden now. So I'm going to be quite busy, guys. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the other videos this week. And if you're here for the first time, make sure to subscribe, because exciting stuff is happening in this channel. Thanks, and bye-bye.